TTNHD and ProductionLiveOnline.com. We are here at the Hard Rock Cafe in beautiful downtown Boston, Massachusetts. And with me right now is John Sproul. And you were actually the one who founded this film festival. Is that correct?
Yes, I am. Yeah, last year was the first year of the film festival, so this is the second annual, if you will.
Okay, now how did this this film festival come about? How did this all get started?
So, like anything, it just starts with an idea, and I had the idea to have a local film festival in the North End. I feel like the North End is a neighborhood where we need to promote the arts, and the city of Boston as well is a city that needs to promote the arts, and I felt like a film festival was a good way to do that. So we started the short film festival and also had musical acts in between each short film last year, and it was a success, so they decided to replicate the success this year.
Wonderful, wonderful. Now, how many acts total, and how many acts do you normally have perform at the film festival? How many did you have last year? How many are you looking at this year?
So it's usually about 10. Okay. Everyone has short attention spans, so you try to, mix it up a little and, play, some longer ones, and then you throw in a couple short ones. But, yeah, you really want to try to be able to show at least 10 different films. So you can also bring the filmmakers here as well, to, so that they have the opportunity to be part of this. Because I really think it's about the filmmakers being able to come here and see their work displayed, and people appreciate their work, really.
Now, are all the filmmakers and the films that were shown here tonight, or are they all North End filmmakers?
They're not all North End, but at some level they're connected to, the greater Boston area. So there are a few that were made by North End residents and filmed in the North End, and then there's some films that were also made by, students at local universities and, residents of Boston, but they all have that Boston flavor. They're not, films that are getting, curated from all over the country. It's really a local film festival in that sense.
Great, great. So, and I'm imagining, so with this film festival, you must be happy to see Boston expanding on a national scene as just a real powerhouse of filmmaking all around. Do you think that perhaps we could see many more films coming from festivals such as this one and expanding onto the national stage?
I mean, I truly hope so. Boston, you don't have to create a set in order to have the character and, the artistic backdrop that comes from the character of Boston and the city and the history, and, not just only, the setting, but also there's a lot of characters in Boston, and if you can take those characters and put them into short films or films in general and center, stories and narratives around those individuals, and you're going to have entertainment. You see it on a daily basis as you walk the streets, and now people capture it in films, and I would hope that it would have national appeal.
Well, that sounds good. Now, we're here on the World Wide Web. We're very popular all over the world, and apparently recently in the UK. We're really doing well there.
You're global. You're global.
We're global.
Yeah.
So if people want to learn more about yourself and the organization, how can they find you?
So you can go to www.nempacboston.org, and that's where you can find out about the different programs that NEMPAC offers in the North End, and they'll also have information about this film festival specifically. And I think you'd be impressed with the amount of opportunities that NEMPAC provides to residents and youth and anyone who's interested in expressing themselves creatively through the arts.
Now, how long has NEMPAC been around, if you wouldn't mind?
NEMPAC's been around for about 15 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It literally started with a group of mothers getting together and say, we need to have arts offered to our children in the neighborhood. And there were no other organizations, there was sports and, sports. Sports in the streets where he was going to grab you. And if you didn't have either one of those, then you had to have other opportunities. So that's where this organization you know, like I said earlier, you know, you have to start with a seed of an idea, and then it becomes real, and that's what this group of mothers did, and here it is today. And you know, I know there's a lot of pride that goes into this organization as well.
Well, thank you very much for taking the time to talk with us. I'm Dan McCready with TTNHC, ProductionLiveOnline.com. We'll be right back. We're here at the North End Film Festival.
Thank you.